We're in a good mood and we start into the semifinal. This is the deciding round. Whoever wins this best of 3 will be part of the Rejuvenation Cup, the $20,000 round robin tournament, where we have Foggy and Happy participating as well. It will be between these two guys, absolute legends of the game. Both won World Cyber Games in the 2010s, the first and second Korean World Cyber Games winners. Both married to beautiful Chinese women. Lin became a father 2 weeks ago. Probably not 100% focused on the game, but what about ReMinD? He's spawning in the upper left-hand side. This time he knows what his opponent is playing. ReMinD eliminated TH earlier as well as 15 Sways, so that's a testament of strength if you ask me. Lin defeated Infi and Shao Kai, and he's not moving away from his Farseer play. And why would he? On Tide Hunters, that's the go-to. Same goes for the Keeper. So we have standard openings for once. Who's coming out on top? So far, no Warmill, no Barracks. Super fast tech by Lin. That's already interesting. ReMinD has a very unique style of playing Night Elf, mostly going Bears, and that Farseer play by Lin should suit him. Bears definitely better against Farseer Headhunters than they are against the Blade Master Grunt Shaman play. Thank you, Don Dolare, for the tier 1 sub. 3 years, baby! Oh man, you have become such a phenomenal supporter of the stream. And you're just a swell guy, man. You're just a swell guy. Don't you ever change. So he's going into a Rax now, but without a Warmill. Is he playing Farseer Grunts? Really? That's kind of unique. Doesn't find an opening though. That's just a little bit of an issue. Ah, nice save for now.
A player's forces are under attack.
I mean, he could play Shadowhunter Grunt Shaman. It's not the worst thing in the world. Sick boy, thank you for the 4-month resub for the Horde. Yeah, we do have 3 Night Elves already in the tournament, in the top 10. ReMinD could be the 4th, Lin could be the 3rd orc next to Focus and Fly. And yeah, Grunts it is. Just a rushed tier 2 with Grunts. ReMinD on the other side, tier 2 as well, but
A player's forces are under attack.
seems very slow in comparison. So cool to see you almost every day. This week it is every day. You just have to tune in. I was there yesterday for the first part of the qualifier. I will be here twice today. I will be there for the Hive Workshop Cup today and tomorrow. I will be there for Reju Cup day 1 and 2 on Thursday and Friday. And War 3 Champion starts on Saturday and Sunday. So that's daily content. And next Monday as well for the Being Esports Cup qualifier. And Tuesday is the ESL Meisterschaft start. So, wow, I'm on a grind. I didn't even realize. So we do get a Hunch Soul. Lin and ReMinD played a couple of times during DreamHack. And ReMinD, of course, played Focus as well at DreamHack. So it was kind of a cheeky play by ReMinD to either go for Bears, which was against the meta back then, and on maps where there's no Farseer, he goes for AP pushes with sneaky AP positions.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it is a Shadowhunter. Serpent Wards and Raider Walker with this. Okay, I expected the Raiders, not so much the Walkers. It's just a good play to go for Ensnare Serpent Wards. Serpent Wards bring the damage against Dryads. Ensnare makes sure they can't run away.
The player's forces are under attack.
Lynn hasn't decided yet. Not a single level on him. Grunt to those buffer units. Relatively cheap, very tanky. Lynn, of course, the favorite, in case I didn't mention this yet. Gets almost this entire camp. ReMinD with great items with the double mantle and circlet. Could be able to spam, but that's just, at the moment, the nature of Orc Tier 2. Map control. MK first didn't work, so Sock and Soen going game 3. Thank you, Hippo. Sideline reporter number 1. But yeah, slow game. This is the nature of Orc vs Night Elf. If there's tier 3 involved, you just gotta wait. But if you're not caught before, it's kind of fine. Dryads are coming in now, and Lynn is going for Hex Heal Wave. I am not a big fan of this.
A player's forces are under attack.
So where's the damage? Against raw Reju bears. I mean, walkers are kinda damage dealer-ish. There's no chain lightning even. Trying to buy space for an expansion. Okay, if that works, of course, Lynn is in a good position. But does he?
A player's forces are under attack.
Is Remo gone for an unknown period, or does he have a comeback date, if it's okay to ask? I don't know! There's certainly no comeback date. I have no idea, but this has happened in the past, and then all of a sudden he reappeared. I'm not stressing out over this, I'm just doing my thing. I'm not slowing down because of it. The only thing I can do. So, Master Bear is up. Keeper. Kind of an absurd inventory here. Demon Hunter not level 3, but very tanky. 3-2 on Lynn's heroes, and the Expo at 2/3. ReMind's gotta strike soon. And he will. Oh, he will. Lynn is buying a decent amount of time with these illusions, sees him coming, got good information, can get ready, abandons the Murlocs there. The fighting position should be almost perfect. He's floating a lot of gold. So let's go. One of the most decisive fights in this series, probably. Mana burn on an illusion! Oh no, that's a blunder by ReMinD. But okay, Demon Hunter in focus fire needs another mana burn out. He still doesn't really know what the real one is, right? 2 raiders hurt, grunts slowly but steadily disappearing as well. Kotobe's has eaten, gets entangled immediately, but can't be killed. Too powerful. And ReMinD, he might lose this fight. Raider down, Invo Potion absolutely necessary. Stays in the fight for a little longer. But where are the mana burns? Just not happening. Way too powerful. Farseer Shadowhunter combo if they have mana. And don't underestimate the damage of walkers. Look at this. Look when they attack the bears. This is way more damage than people think. It is a caster unit, but they do almost as much damage as a destroyer without mana. Walker's still up. Kodo right there. 14 supply lead and still such a big bank. Spirit Link reapplied whenever he can. The Demon Hunter is just out of the fight by chasing this Kodo, finally getting the bear back and finally getting the level 3. And mana is a little bit of an issue here. Supply gap narrowed. Walker's out of the fight as well. Orc Hero's got to carry and Reinforcements got to carry while ReMinD can stay in this fight with Rejuvenation. Oh man, so many ethereal form usages necessary. He needs mana. Lin, that beginning was so good as long as he had mana. But the longevity of Night Elves in the fight thanks to Reju is just incredible. Trying to evacuate. Feels like Lin is not getting too stressed out about it. He had a solid bank. But he is engaging before this Great Hall falls. Or is he? Next bear. ReMinD, are you gonna brute force this in TP or are you fighting? Brute force it is. 2 more volleys. And that's the expo gone. At what cost is the question? 1 bear. Can another Kodo reach? I don't think there is another Kodo actually. So that was very much justified by ReMinD to go for this attack. And now we're on one base around 50 pop. It's of course easy recovery for ReMinD who just pushes forward. But yeah, this army of Lin, just not that great overall. Needs clarities. Like yesterday. How do you escape? With a Zeppelin? You can try, but you can't evacuate everything. So many. He's playing mass walkers. What the? 52 supply, of course. A number you don't want to be at.
A town is under siege. The player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, sometimes Lin is just too stubborn with his expos. I think. But ReMinD is not expanding. He's giving his opponent some time to recover. But he doesn't really need an expansion because he can stay at 50, not paying upkeep. Crystal Ball. But okay. Kodo into Zeppelin, eat bears, and then fight with the supply elite he got. Not the plan yet. Maybe Lin not feeling in tip-top shape. Yeah, again, it's like damage missing. There's just no damage. Everything drops low. There's no heal ward. If there would be a heal wave or heal scroll or something, I would give Lin a way better chance of winning this. He's holding his ground because of a 10 supply advantage. Dude, imagine tier 3 with Astral Spirit. Ethereal Spirit, it's called, right?
Forces are under attack.
Wait, he did eat 2 bears? He did eat 2 bears! Chat, what would I be without you? That's 8 supply in stomachs. Ancestral Spirit, yes, that's it. So now, Lin, in the weirdest position in all of competitive Warcraft maps, these little chokes here. It takes the fight. Supply is lying a little bit, because 2 bears are not part of the fight. And the front line is not the greatest. He keeps bears behind in adept form to just heal. Chain lightning rattling through to get rid of wisps first and foremost. And he's using the Zeppelin to keep the Shadow Hunter away from the Demon Hunter, which is also a smart choice. And the Ensnare Focus Fire is, for now, paying off. Again, I would die to see a heal wave. There we go. He is really good at killing these bears. What is this is not supposed to work, is it? Jesus Christ, Lin!
A player's forces are under attack.
He's not out of the woodworks now. Janky Gatslinger, thank you very much for the 18-month resub. Thanks for a month of entertainment. Thanks for months of the support, mate. It's daytime now. What is the moon juice saying? Not much, rather empty. So what's plan C? Yeah, that's the supply swing with the 2 bears devoured. I think a heal scroll. Tome of Retraining now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's time for Serpent Wards, everybody. Would love to see a heal scroll, really. Serpent Wards 3 even. Okay, that's the necessary damage. Can he keep the Shadow Hunter safe again? Oh, that was good detonates! Yikes! Only 1 Serpent Ward out, and they are not really in range. This Zeppelin play by Lin didn't work. The Demon Hunter in a better position by ReMinD. Ooh, that Zeppelin's gotta be careful! Almost crashing and burning. Farseer in the wrongest position possible. And Tangle, and that must be it. Lin, a little too aggressive calls for the game. These detonates by ReMinD. Game-winning move. Take away the Shadow Hunter. Take away your major #1 support hero. Lin was expecting this, just not executing it perfectly, and then he was kind of all over the place with Farseer out of position. Guys, we're in for a retreat. We're in for a treat. This series is delivering thus far. Tiny decisions made this. That expansion wasn't really necessary. Should he have gone for Serpent Wards immediately? I feel like the impact of Hex was just not really there. But the series between Lin and ReMinD, they constantly go back and forth. Especially with Lin taking a little bit of a break. Like, the last 2 series between them were 2-3 in favor of ReMinD, and then the revenge match 2-1. So 4-4 in maps. I wouldn't be very surprised to see this go full distance. Shadow Hunter even had a mana potion. Yeah, but you know, you need the mana potion for the longevity of the fight, and if all your mana is burned within the first 2 seconds of the fight, it doesn't cut it at the moment. Conceal till next. And this is where I expect Lyn to be super duper strong. He had to repair the Zeppelin before the fight. I don't even think that's the big issue. Because the big issue is that the Shadowhunter was very far forward towards ReMinD's base and not in the Zeppelin, when the Zeppelin was right above him. And that was the chance for the Wisps who were just waiting there. One second basically decide this game. You ready for round 2? I certainly am. We got Concealed. Lyn facing elimination. Would be a little sad to not have Lyn in this. And playing the Reju Cup when all the other greats are there. But it would also be a shame to miss out on ReMinD. I would be a little less sad if ReMinD doesn't make it because we have 3 strong Night Elves already. In Lawlight, Colorful, and Foggy. With Moon taking a break at the moment. So here we go. ReMinD bottom left hand side. Should once again be a keeper. And Lyn, what's his play? Blade Master for sure, right? Yes. On this map, just the map control of Windwalk and maybe even an early mirror image is just unparalleled. And Lyn got so good at scouting expansions, and as long as you keep the expansion down or delay the expansion, your game should be fine.
A player's forces are under attack.
But you know, ReMinD is a man of many tricks. He might have a curveball prepared for Lyn, as everybody knows how well Lyn is playing here on Concealed. He let this go through, so he must have a solution. Super early Hunter Soul. And again, be aware that ReMinD is incredibly good at AP pushes, hidden AP positions. I wouldn't be too surprised if he learned from Lawlight how to do that. Build a wisp in the middle of the forest. Build an engine protector in the middle of the forest trick. Which I have yet to see on the big stage. I think I saw it in one game here. But it's definitely also possible
Players'
here.
forces are under attack.
Soin defeats Sock 2 and 1. Damn, what a comeback. So Sock eliminated, Soin makes it as the third orc. Alongside Focus and Fly. So whoever wins here, this race will be, by numbers, the dominant one. And that means Shemiko is the only human player. With Happy and 120, the 2 undead players. So far, a quick tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
No expansion. This kind of smells like a tier 2 tower push-ish play to me. Lin is scouting everywhere. Didn't even need mirror image because he found illusions. And so far, he's bullying the keeper a little bit, but he got a staff. Getting ready. Okay, we have to look at the wisp. Lin is scouting. He knows. And then... Oh!
A player's forces are under attack.
How perfect can you scout? That was within half a second. And I keep praising ReMinD that he has great sneaky AP positions. Jesus Christ! Nice deny by Lin. Yeah, scratch that, ReMinD. That ain't working. No. Cool by Lin to lure ReMinD's units in the range of 3 burrows. Oh, is it still enough though? This one archer. Shadowhunter might be coming to the rescue. One more hit. Oh my god, this is so razor sharp. And now plan B expansion. Sick hold by Lin. How does this AP trick work? There is a certain spot in the forest that you have to use Force of Nature on, and there's a little hole where a wisp can pass through, but no heroes and no grunts or whatever. And so the wisp can build the AP, but nothing that the orc has can reach. That scout was so sick. So Shadowhunter out, first Wyvern out, as is the norm on Concealed, and the Blade Master finds the expansion. Is that a cancel? I doubt it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, this might work. 30 damage per hit. He needs like 15 hits or something. This. Oh, he cancels it. That was so much time. Lin playing kind of close to perfection on this map. Stealing XP or reclaiming XP. As Keeper Alchemists have done the same. But yeah, this of course very much exposed now. And a lot of Treants. Nicely charging up for this attack. Double crit, whoopsie. Shadowhunter doesn't have a TP. Blade Master has to hold this alone. Oh my god, is he dead? He's definitely out of this defense. And all of a sudden Lin is in trouble. Shadowhunter low, Blade Master low. Pushing this position with 4 Treants while Lin was on the map. Big brain play. But Lin survives, only losing a burrow. Now rebuilds it far in the back. Raiders coming. Wyvern already out.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, both are contesting the red spot. 3-1 versus 2-2. Serpent Wards, Heal Wave. Mana is okay for both. Not too much on the Keeper actually. So, will we have a snipe here? Nice block with the Serpent Ward and the Illusion. And Lin gets this uncontested. Just like that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright. And what do you do if you're ReMinD? You're on one base, tier 3. This is not normal. You either go for this all-in push or you go for this expansion. He tried both failed. Yeah, maybe that is plan C here.
A town is under siege.
Wonder why he abandoned this push. It looked real good. And now he's kind of reliant on a lot of resources, needs a Potom. Okay, Potom's coming. Needs marksmanship, needs the orbs. Lin is probably happy with this. Oh, Lin is definitely happy with this. 130 critical strike. So much crowd control as well. ReMinD already needs a lot more archers than he has. He has 0. These Serpent Wards are way too efficient for the state of the game. So against Wyvern, Serpent Wards, Raiders, he continues to build hunts. It seems a little suicidal to me if you don't want to go for a base race. Even then. B-Claws +9, big red numbers. So far the crit's relatively underwhelming. He goes for crit 2 instead of mirror image. It's Lin who's expanding, plus pillage. Okay, they basically both agree, let's not fight. Let's just kill our buildings. Can ReMinD get here in time? Does he have to? Oh, that would be a big steal. Very, very dangerous position. Sobi mask! And he just leaves him alone. There's a speed scroll to get out. But ReMinD, just focus on kicking this expansion. You don't want to fight orcs at a fountain, of course. But do you have to fight at some point? Lin with pillage, I guess wants to go for base race as well. Breaking upkeep now. Still only hunts. Interesting. Okay, barely any consumables, but a heal scroll for Lin, Invo potion, double orb, heal scroll and heal potion for ReMinD. And again, he's flooding the backline with the wisp. It's the same situation as before. And now the Shadow Hunter can be level 100. He has no spells to work with, has to rely on the Blade Master and the units, which kind of feels bad. And there though, Invo potion, 7 second safety for ReMinD. And the Blade is in trouble now. Lin survives and got so much of ReMinD's army. Was struggling a little with mana and with Blade Master HP, but the units did the job. The Raiders, the Wyvern, the Shaman, the Kodo. And we all know that Keeper Alchemist is strong. But are they that strong? Goes for the Alchemist again. Is there a way out? If he can end snare lock him, potion passed. Blade Master all of a sudden in trouble. Last second Windwalk. Is the damage enough for the Alchemist? He heals himself, but this is Shadow Hunter level 5. And the Blade Master, will he die? No, it ticked out at 6 HP. Acid Bomb not strong enough. And yeah, Here, the Sobi mask, man. The Sobi mask was crazy important after the detonate. Very, very cool series. Both players are giving us their all. There's a TP,
Player's forces are under attack.
which he has to use now. Potter, not in range of the blade, I guess. That's the expo though. Build it during the fight. Yeah, good luck. He got the Kodo eventually. Yep, that's true. But he couldn't break this expo anymore. A couple of units coming from the fountain. Lin still needs a little bit of recovery, but he has the time, because Alchemist still stuck in the altar. Looks like we're going overtime.
Is under siege.
And now we got mirror image. Just to get out of hero focus, I think. Dispel the acid bomb. Get out of entangle. Well, dispel the acid bomb is kind of wrong wording. Get rid of the debuff of acid bomb. 3 heroes against 4-5. That tells you so much. But yeah. Reminds game plans, like none of them worked. Neither the AP push, nor the expansion, nor the base race attempt with Huns, because yeah, being at this stage with only Huns, that's game! Hero focus was an attempt, but yeah, that was just that, an attempt. The army of Lin is way too big, way too versatile, using Entangle on an illusion, yikes! Raiders are kind of sandwiching now. GG! And we are indeed going game 3 in both of our deciding matches. First, Sok taking the lead against Soin, and Soin striking back. Now it might be the same story here, but with Lin instead of Soin and ReMinD instead of Sok. A lot comes down to what the last map is, I feel. Map decides so much here. Yeah, I mean, in the end, there was no shot. ReMinD was still trying. But the problems were just prior to that. If you take a snapshot of the late game, yeah, of course, no chance. But there are developments throughout a game that led to this. Are finals played? I heard they're played, but I don't have this confirmed. Rumors. I mean, it would be Orkmere anyway, so don't know if we should get too excited. No, more games always good, as it is more time streamed, more exposure for this beautiful, beautiful game. And Soin, as well as Lin's Orkmeres, are oftentimes more fun than the rest of them. Do we start? We do start. When is the main event actually happening? On Wikipedia it says start date January 13. Which games at which time? If you scroll down to Playdays, you see all the lineups for all the Playdays. Thursday we start with Happy vs 120 and Lawlight vs Fly. On Friday we got Lawlight vs Chemico and Focus versus the runner-up of the qualifier, or the second qualified player. The last map is Northern Isles. Now I'm curious if we see a Blade Master or a Farseer. It's kinda up in the air-ish. But okay, this is it. Last decider game before we maybe go into the finals. And of course, it is once again a decider match between these guys. Second last encounter was a 3-2. Last encounter was a 2-1. And also here we go for the 2-1 in what direction whatsoever. Lin would be the fourth orc next to Fly, Focus, Soin. ReMinD would be the fourth Night Elf alongside Lawlight, Colorful, and Foggy. It's been a while since the round robin tournament. Yeah, probably W League. It was kinda epic. One of our viewers actually predicted this happening. I asked in November, maybe, what people want to see. What kind of tournament they want to see. Was it November? Yeah, 30 November. And our viewer, KK Hosro, said, create a Super League with the best players on that and play the game like football matches in a whole home and away format based on the server pings. For example, Happy Focus, first match on EU servers, second match Netty servers. And this is exactly what they're doing. 6 weeks later, we figured this out, that he was right all along. Pretty sick. So both are going with their winning strategies, Keeper and Blade Master. So will Lin go for an ultra aggressive blade? I don't think so, as the shop isn't finished. Otherwise you can sell everything, get a speed scroll, rush over. Crit first for creeping, Ensnare and Entangle ready. Big heal pot, not the big mana pot, that is definitely good for Lin. And again this early Huntress build, but he's walling off this time.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, feels like it's a similar build compared to Concealed. Very different map though. Very good inventory for Lin. So will we have another AP push attempt? Will we have another expansion attempt? Feels like ReMinD mostly putting all eggs in one basket and go for the tier 2 push. And Lin's eyes will be everywhere. Oh man. Slippers, gloves, circlet. This is pretty sick.
A player's forces are under attack.
And you see this resulted in damage already. I think there's a roaming grunt already. Close to... Oh my god, he sees it again! Just half a second after the engine protector was built. Are you freaking kidding me?
A player's forces are under attack.
He got a sixth sense for this. Maybe this is too obvious by now by ReMinD that this is happening. And because of that, there is a lot of attention by Lin for exactly that. But it's no coincidence that he scouts this within a second on Concealed and Northern Isles. It's just the excellence of Lin. And he's going Raider Walker instead of Grunt Shaman. Yo, Giannis, may I ask if you receive much private messages per mail or something from community members to just say thank you for your time and entertainment? Not many, but some. It's not like I'm getting flooded or anything. Kinda hard to see blue and purple on the minimap. That's why I forced red and yellow on War 3 Champions, because of exactly that. So both heroes kinda hurt. Blade Master level 2, Windwalk, and the last hit goes to the Blade Master. It's kinda sure comes for the hex. Backstep into crit. Gotta say, Lin is not the most unlucky guy in the world at the moment. Thank you for your time and work, what you do for the community. Thanks, mate. I don't feel I'm not appreciated. I don't want to say it like that. I get a reasonable amount of praise. Yeah. And ReMinD is kind of getting destroyed. Speaking of no praise. Lin is saving so much, getting quite a bit of experience, almost level 2 here already. And talents. Kinda missed that for now. Hans into talents, that's of course a little ReMinD special. But Lin already has a counter to that with Raider Walker.
Players' forces are under attack.
No shockwave, of course, but I think times of TC versus talents is over anyway. You guys are too sweet. Ah, you guys are too sweet. That's how the copy pasta started. One of the best copy pastas there is. Oh, guys. We have a game here. That's flattering. Oh my god, he got a claw +9 on top. There was a game where we saw a +40 Blade Master here, right? Smolder-san, thank you for the 613 sub. Thank you, Neil. Thank you for the sub. Wow, chat is flooded with thankfulness. That's unique. Candy Storm, for sure, for sure, for sure. That is very unexpected. I thought I'm just here casting a couple of games. And yeah, now this. Sweet. Oh my god, this inventory! Yo, good luck, ReMinD. Good luck, ReMinD. Yeah, I will keep on doing what I do. Maybe even a little more. Sometimes a little less. Sometimes exactly the amount I'm doing right now. Mana Stone and the Shadow Hunter. Dude, this game really wants Lin in Rejuvenation Cup, doesn't it? Yeah, many less than 3s, but also many less than 3s to everybody working at Wikipedia, anybody working at War3 Champions, anybody streaming this game when I'm not doing it. My brothers in arms, New Hero and Duro. No, this is not a one-man army, guys. Thank you, Jude, for the 4-month resub for the best game and caster duo. All the mods, can't forget about the mods. Like, to be honest, ReMinD's game is down the dumpster. Expo for Lin is coming up, which at this stage never should. Does he have a speed scroll? Okay, that's a little bit of a problem. Fighting into tier 3 talents with good mana. No invo potion on the blade. Was he just... is he overcommitting? Did he feel too safe because of this blade? Because there's some essentials missing here. You can pimp the Blade Master all you want if he's just up in the air. Crow form, nice save. Yeah, maybe he needs his heal. He needs a lot of healing here. How much mana is remaining? Quite a bit. There's more cyclones coming. Oh, Shadow in trouble. Army in trouble. I mean, Lin essentially is buying time for the tier 3, for the expansion. So it should still be fine. But damn, great fight by ReMinD. Kinda gets an invite from Lin for exactly that. Great fight nonetheless. Carson's mustache, thank you for the 10-month resub. 10 months? Seems like 10 days with Back to Warcraft. Aww. But we have reinforced defenses, facing piercing damage now. That's 1 kill, that's 2 kills. Love the crow voice, by the way. Just so perfect. Raider is getting a little bit of gold. Lin is a true gold digger here this game. Expo, pillage. What's next for ReMinD? Facing elimination situation looking dire. If he gets 1 invo potion, that's of course a little bit of a downside here of having just 1 shop. If ReMinD plays this well, Lin is gonna have a tough time ever getting an invo potion.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where's Carson? Carson is recording an album with his band throughout January. The Banks brothers going big and famous. But then Carson will be back. If he's not getting too famous, that is. So, Tinker third, Pocket Factory. Oh my god, the 180 crit! Yeah, Lin going for crit level 2 with this inventory, rightfully so. Problem still is that he's cycloned all the time. But the army at some point will just overwhelm. ReMinD is forced to stay below 50 because he can't come up with an expansion of his own. Yeah, this is just Lin the Executioner, 183 again. Would love to see level 5. Oh! Hex on the Demon Hunter to prevent the mana burn. There's another mana potion here, so more healing as well. 20 supply lead, like this is almost the final form of Lin, I feel. If only he had an invo, like if he has an invo potion, this game's over. Talents are nice against grunts, but against everything else, They don't really stand a chance. Reasonable losses for Lin. Even this Raider was saved. Getting headhunters now for piercing damage in the absence of serpent wards. And now regen up. He has all the gold in the world. 70 supply. And ReMinD just in a world of hurt. The name of the band is the Moustache Gentle Dudes. Not bad, mate. Again, Blade Master can't really make it to the shop. We're just 60% of a level away from level 3 crit, which, you know, I would love to see. ReMinD stemming against its defeat, of course. Participating in a $20,000 league is quite nice. Don't have an invo potion here, but oh my god, 222 crit, and that seals the deal. Lin's Sane Sword is back, and the War Chief is in Reju Cup. Kinda sad for ReMinD, not gonna lie, he deserved to be there as well. 2 orcs make it to the qualifier, that is 2 orcs from Korea in Soin and Lin. Very, very close finals each, both going full distance. And that's the final lineup for the Reju Cup. That is Chemico, Fly, Focus, Soin, Lin, Happy 120, Foggy, Colorful, Lawlight. 10 players, round robin starts this Thursday. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 120 versus Happy, Lawlight versus Fly. Can't wait for this. And guys, you were so freaking sweet throughout this game. Like a flood of praise. Could get used to that. Please remember, I'm kind of a face of all this because I'm sitting here. It's relatable and stuff. But there's so many people behind me or behind the scene that keep this running. Everyone who runs a cup, everybody that updates Liquipedia, everybody that updates Warcraft 3.info, admins, mods, orgas. There's a lot of people. War 3 Champions team, give them a shout out on their Discord. They get way too much hate recently, so just send them a lesson 3, a little praise. That healed some wounds, that's for sure. So I'll figure out if we get this grand final or not, and then we're right back with maybe the final or the end of the stream. We'll see about that.